first of all, give us some feedback about Conventa.
Basically, we say that Conventa had two fathers, but I was behind the curtains a bit after. Maybe I was the godmother at the baptism of Conventa. So I've been following with a lot of personal interest, not only professional, how the show has been developing. And I'm happy to say that now it's a toddler that is already capable not to walk on its own, but it's already running. I think that Conventa has reached a maturity as an event. I'm very glad to see that it is perceived as a model for a smaller regional trade show that also hosted buyers and exhibitors appreciate because of the layout, because of the concept, because of the space layout and airiness. Conventa is making some progress every year, upgrading its contents. This year, I think that the educational program has been really enhanced with some very good topics and speakers. And this is also important because we have to spread and improve the awareness on the multifaceted issues that appear in the meetings industry. So this is also very positive. The number of clients is very good this year, and I think that exhibitors would agree that their quality, to which we give a preference, is also very good. For Ljubljana, it also means that we had quite a big interest for the pre-tour, which we organized the day prior to the opening of Conventa, and we had 19 international hosted buyers that expressed a specific interest in our destination. So overall, Conventa is a must event. I think not only for Ljubljana, I don't think so egoistically, but I think that it's a must event for Southeast Europe as a wider region, and that it's really showing the potential, not only the possibilities, but the future potential that we can provide as a wider territory.
Where do you see Conventa in the future, next 10 years maybe?
I wish that Conventa, if it is to develop further, it should develop smartly and with a dose of sustainability. We saw too many shows or business events in Europe in the meetings industry that started this way, and then the appetites grew and the format grew too fastly, with the consequence that the quality or the organizational structure was not able to follow. So I really hope that Conventa will grow a little bit more in number, will keep its very friendly format, because I think this is one of the also key elements that many clients recognize here, that it will emphasize all the novelties in the meetings industry and take care of this educational element as well, and also raise the awareness on the importance of the meetings industry, not only to people that are working within it, but in a much wider sense. So this is why I think it's essential. And hopefully, if I may say, I hope Ljubljana will be in Conventa still in 10 years' time.
Do we have enough support by government, and why not?
The city, if we regard the city of Ljubljana and Ljubljana tourism, have been supporting Conventa strategically from its beginning, as well as the public agency Spirit that has competence over tourism at the national level. Of course, we all wish that it would be possible to enhance this support, but within the realistic picture, we are where we are. As far as Ljubljana is concerned, I can definitely say that it's not just the financial support that is counting, but it's also other ways we are contributing our inputs to making the show as it is or even better.
Why is Ljubljana a great place for meetings and incentives?
Ljubljana has very good infrastructure. I think we are one of the rare cities of this size that have two very good convention congress centers actually within a walking distance from the city center. It's logistically easy because it's so compact. You practically need no transfers. Many event venues are within walking distance. The historic town is a super hub for many delegates to meet and network outside the working hours. So people also recognize, clients also recognize that we have a professional structure of people working in all the supply chain within the meetings industry. So I think that we have good starting points, good USPs. Of course, our problem is how to deliver the message that we are a wow destination. Maybe that doesn't hit at the first moment, but goes under your skin with every day you stay here. It's not a problem for us to convince a client once we get a client to Ljubljana.
What do you personally love about Ljubljana?
Oh, I love its name because it's connected to love. No, but I could be talking 1 hour what I like about Ljubljana, but basically I've lived in a larger metropolis in my life. I lived in a smaller city at another stage, and I think that Ljubljana is just the right size for us to give all the commodities of a larger town, but still keep the more intimate life of smaller towns.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, and I like the fact that we have such an excellent position. Believe me, tomorrow, if I have the feel, I can go for coffee to Venice, or to a concert to Salzburg, or to swim in the Adriatic, or to ski in the Alps within an hour. So I pick blueberries and wild mushrooms in Ljubljana in the woods. So this is really the quality of life which is excellent. And it's a safe city.
Which is the most frequently asked question you got from the hosted buyers today?
Quite often the clients, after gathering the first impressions, they would ask, tell me, how can I sell Ljubljana to a client that shows an initial interest? So they want a formula how to highlight the best characteristics of Ljubljana and propose it as a potential destination for meetings among their client portfolio.
Just last question. Your opinion, top meetings destinations in Southeast Europe?
Well, Ljubljana is one among them. But of course, Zagreb, Belgrade have a very strong potential. In a certain way, we are competitors, but we do distinguish one from each other. So I really see Zagreb and Belgrade as two destinations that have a lot of potential. If we look, I do not know enough. I personally do not know, let's say, Bulgaria. I know that in smaller regions within this area, they don't really have congress centers, so it's more connected to the corporate event scene in hotels, in convention hotels. But if we really talk about congress destinations, then it's Zagreb and Belgrade, for sure. I'm not looking north, I'm not looking east. Because north and east of us we have Austria, we have Hungary, not far we have the Czech Republic, you just jump over, and Italy to our left side or to our west side, so we are really surrounded by hugely, massively strong competitors, but if we look at the ex-Yugoslavia, then Zagreb and Belgrade remain the cities with which we do a benchmark and follow how, I think that we mutually follow how we are doing and managing on the international market.
What is the most exciting thing if you were talking about MICE industry?
I love the multidisciplinary context of this industry, to work in it. I love the people. I always would say, if you, as it is often said, we are a part of the tourism industry, although sometimes I would not fully agree with that. I would say that it's the Rolls-Royce of the tourism industry.
Thank you very much.